8:41, Mayor Mandel joining us on the heels of announcement that you will not seek a fourth term as mayor. I'm not going to say I called it, but we had a suspicion when you joined us here in the kitchen just a short time ago and let us know what you thought about Kerry Diott's bid for mayor. We said, you know what? He's freewheeling. He's shooting from the hip. This is not a guy preparing to enter the ring and try to secure office for another term.
Well, I would have probably said that anyway, but it doesn't make any difference. The decision's been made, and I look forward to whatever I'm going to be doing, and I wish all those who are going to run for mayor good luck.
No surprise to see you make your announcement yesterday in front of a room full of supporters at the Art Gallery of Alberta, which of course you were instrumental in bringing to the city. When you look back on 12 years on council, 9 years as mayor, that's got to be up there as one of the things you're proud of.
Yeah, but what I'm really proud about that is that Alan Scott was so dedicated to raising the money, and so much was done by him and that team to put the deal together. It's a community-based success story.
You talked about finding a location for the iHuman youth organization yesterday and addressing the audience. You talked about many of the things that you're proud of in your time here. I want to ask you about some unfinished business, or what people might perceive to be unfinished business. Sure. A friend of mine, his mind is blown that you don't want to be mayor when the new arena actually opens. Can you provide us some insight into that? Do you care?
No.
Okay. What about your 10-year plan to eradicate homelessness? We've seen great progress there. Edmonton's being lauded for it. Don't you want to be there at the end of the 10 years?
No. I mean, these things are in place, and, to stay in office, to turn a key, in my mind, is not a justification. You need to have a vision. You need to want where you want the city to go. And that's not enough. I mean, we got lots of buildings. I mean, we got rec centers open, libraries are opening up. I mean, bridges are opening up, police station are opening up. I mean,
the LRT.
LRT's opening up. I mean, all that stuff is going to happen. We approved it. We've funded it. It's been under construction during my 10 years mayor. But whoever the next mayor is, they're going to get whatever, maybe the credit for it. I don't know. I don't really care.
There's a lot of people buzzing about the impact that you might be able to have at the legislature. Would you ever consider a move into provincial politics?
Right now, I'm still the mayor of Edmonton, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do down the road. So we'll see what happens.
I'm going to take that as a yes, and I would love to see it. All right?
Yes. He says maybe not, in all likelihood, probably not, but it's a yes.
Yeah. Mayor Don Iveson, Mayor Amarjeet Sohi, Mayor Kim Krichel, Mayor Karen Leibovici. What do you think?
They're all great people, and they have to make a decision what they want to do. And I'm not going to endorse anybody because that's not right. But all four of those are wonderful people.
I think, and no one, I think, would expect to see you endorse one, because kind of the story of this council has been a story of coming together and making things happen. Is it fair to say, I mean, and you've certainly got some councillors that even yesterday were saying, listen, it's the mayor's day. We're not going to declare any sort of intention. Has that been the story of your council?
I think it's teamwork. It's been a great group of people. The most important job the mayor has is to understand that those guys down the other hall are far more important than the mayor is. And I've been very lucky to have a council of visionaries, a council of great people, a council of those who care deeply about changing the face of the city, and then they're the ones that deserve the credit. A tremendous group of people.
Unfortunately, we've got to go. Edmontonians will head to the polls October 21st. You're expecting your last day on the job to be approximately October 28th or in and around there. Yeah. You've still got some time to make things happen. Is there something that's still, some sort of itch you got to scratch still?
Yeah, there's three projects that are very important to me. One, we've been working very hard on a women's council, which is an organization similar to an arts council, but a way in which women can begin to have a greater voice within the community, and especially immigrant women, and we're very excited about that. A new concept for housing for not homeless, but for younger generation who have gone awry, and they need to find a location, but a program to build a future. And we have something in Edmonton that's very, very special, Women Building Futures, which is a spectacular program, probably one of a kind, and it's brilliant. I'd like to try to adapt that to a young person's program. And then we also have an issue with those who are in provincial care, and when they turn 18, they're kind of put out in the street. We need to find a program for them. So that's working on those. And then we call the Back of House, which is all of our non-government organizations, and how do we help them be more efficient with the human resources and financing and accounting and those kinds of things. Those are three big projects that I'd like to get finished.
So far from mailing it in, No
No,
surprise.
not at all. Never, not at all. I will work hard until the last day, and so will my staff, and be committed to getting everything done we would like to get done for the city.
Okay, well, we'll get you back in here. Of course, it goes without saying before you say goodbye, but congratulations on one heck of
Thanks
a career.
so much.
Great
You've
to
been
see you,
great.
Mr. Mayor. Mayor Stephen Mandel announcing that he will move on, find a new challenge after 9 years as our city's mayor, 12 years on council. It's 8:46. We'll be back, stepping into Edmonton's first vegan food truck, sailing on. That and more still to come.